Hey guys, how's it going? This is Andrew with C Brothers Gaming here, bringing you another edition of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So, got my boy Matt here hanging out with me. Matt, how we doing today?
Andrew, I'm doing well today. This is my debut here on Galaxy of Heroes. You were the first person who showed me this game, truth be told, so I'm really digging it. I've been watching all the videos, and I'm slowly getting the hang of it. I'm not good enough yet to do it myself, so that's why you texted me earlier today. You told me come on by and
Yeah, come hang out. We're
come
gonna
hang out. Yeah,
make
so
some videos. So basically, I'll kind of walk you through what I'm doing here. So
sure.
I just went to the objectives here, and every so often, I think once a day, you get bonus Cantina energy.
So that's like currency, Andrew. Or...
It's energy that you use to spend to perform battles.
Okay.
And then this here is the where my mouse is right there. That's the regular energy that you use to do light and dark side battles.
Okay. Okay.
And then this is the mod energy battle. So they all have each different energy, and I just picked up some bonus energy just because
So-
I logged in at a specific time.
Different energy for different forays where you're going
Exactly,
into here.
yeah.
Okay, now I noticed when I watch the videos, when I watch it at my house, I watch it on my giant TV because it's just more comfortable. But I noticed that you get a free one of these cards. Is that several a day, one a day? It depends on what you do. Yeah.
You get 10 free ones a day, and then you get 250 of these handshake currencies, and that purchases one of these packs. So basically, for every battle you do per se, and I just bought a few just to kind of show.
Right. Right.
If I go in and let's say, for example, I want to, so we're gonna farm Ezra, right? We're looking to get him to 7 stars. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on this. So I believe you get some. No, you don't. Not on this one, but it's another.
Not yet is what you're saying.
In other battles, you'll get like maybe like 10 or 20, and it adds up, and you'll eventually get some. But let's sim these battles here. We got 19 battles we can do. Let's go ahead and.
So you're gonna do all 19.
I'm gonna do all 19, man. Yeah. So we leveled up to 56.
Oh, very nice. Yeah.
So that gives us more bonus energy. So we'll use that for tomorrow. We got a quest done too. We got some Colonel Stark shards there. Pretty good Empire character.
That's from the original movies, right?
Yeah, we're not gonna be getting him anytime soon. But we only got 12 Ezra shards. That's a little unfortunate.
Okay, so you need to get up, if I understand it correctly, you need to get up to 100 shards. That's the name of the.
Yeah, shards
Okay,
are
yeah.
basically the character pieces
Okay.
that you need.
So you'll need 100 to move him up to the next gear level. Is that the right vernacular?
Star
Okay,
level,
star
yeah.
level. Okay.
So that's if you look here, you see he's 48 out of 100. That the characters, they have 3 ways to level up, right? So you've got this down here with his portrait.
Okay, I
That's,
see that. Yeah.
That's the star
Mhm,
levels. You have gear, which is the main thing here in the center. Those are pieces of equipment that you equip on the character, and you find those through doing various battles.
That's to increase his power, defense.
Increase his stats, yes.
Stats. Okay.
And then you also level them up through an experience filter.
I was going to say the XP experience, right? Okay.
Yep. you
I just
level
don't
them up.
I'm a little unclear about one of your videos. I remember you were doing the upper right there, the characters, the mods.
The mods,
Yeah,
yeah.
because we were texting the other day, and I told you I watched a couple of videos ago, and I was just did not, you know what I mean? It was like I'm trying to watch it on my
Yeah.
own, so it's a little tough to. So basically, so you're improving the character through different avenues. Is that what's happening?
Pretty much, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. So if I go back in here, and for Hera, for
So now,
example,
Andrew, why does it? I didn't mean to cut you off there.
You're fine.
What does it mean by max? That something is maxed out? Is that what's happening there?
So if when you see max, so right here,
Yes, that's what I'm looking at.
so Hera has all 7 stars unlocked.
Yeah. Okay, so you can't go beyond 7 stars.
No, we can't.
Okay.
So now we can still get pieces for her, and we can still get character pieces for her. It would just go into a different bank account, basically, which is in this shard store.
Can you redistribute them to other people, or is
No,
that?
unfortunately
Oh,
you
okay,
can't,
so
yeah.
that'd be sweet. Yeah.
But eventually, when you get enough 7-star characters, you actually start building a pretty good amount of this currency, and
Okay.
you can actually unlock some pretty good gear pieces. Now, General Grievous is in this store, but as you can see, he's 4,500,
Wow,
and
that's
it's only
an awful
10.
lot. Yeah.
You only get 10 pieces. So
It's not worth it, yeah.
for players out there who are trying to get General Grievous, wait for him to show up in the Fleet Arena store. Don't spend your shard shop currency on that. It is definitely a ripoff. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into my inbox here, and we received just basically rewards, daily rewards. So this is where we're at in our arena. So
So that
3,700.
rank there, that 3,700. I think
Yeah.
you were explaining this. I was here eating dinner with you last week. There,
Hmm.
you were saying about that. That's in comparison to people who have been playing as long as you have, or
Yes,
okay,
exactly. So that's
yeah.
in comparison to people who started the game around the same time we started this account.
I think that's a fair way to do it because
I agree.
it's apples versus apples. You know what I mean?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. I agree. So basically, those people started in a similar time frame. You know, they could have started a couple months earlier than me. Just depends on how many people joined the game at that particular time, and that's how it determines what 20,000 bracket you fall in. So there's 20,000 people in an arena.
So similar to statistics, there it's like a standard deviation of a portion
Pretty much.
of say like sports statistics or
Yep.
economics or whatnot. There, so it's basically trying to compare people who started. So you say 20,000.
Right.
So say if I'm the 20,001 person,
You
I would be in the next
you would be
tier,
in the
so to
next
speak.
tier.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got it. I also noticed too that you can purchase certain things here. We were talking about this the other day also. I know for this, you've been mentioning on your videos, and I've been following this, that you're trying to do this without spending any real uh, currency, real money.
No,
You're just
I don't
using.
want to spend any money.
Do people do that? Yes,
Yeah,
they use their own
yeah,
money.
definitely. People
Okay.
spend a lot of people spend a lot of money on this game,
I have noticed that. Yeah, I saw one of the packs there, $100. I thought, my God, that's my groceries for the week.
and you know the thing is too is that that's not even bad considering some of the other stuff that people spend. So, just to
Well, I guess
kind
to
of
each his own, right? I mean, if
yeah, I mean if it's something you want to do,
discretionary funds and this is
sure,
how
yeah,
you
why
get
not?
down, I mean, I don't. Who am I to judge, right?
Right. So we got so talking about mods a little bit. So
Yeah,
I was
this
looking
is I'm
for
out
these
here.
arrow pieces.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
every character
last
has
video you
6.
mentioned that the arrows, right?
Mhm.
I noticed that one looks like a plus sign, one
Yep.
looks like a triangle. What's the one you were going to mention in the top right there?
The arrows. So
Arrows.
every character has 6 spots that they can fill.
Okay.
And each spot does different things, right? So this square here, this is always going to boost the character's offense capabilities. Now the secondary stats are all going to be different, and you unlock those as you level up the mod. So if I were to upgrade it to level 9, I would upgrade the 4th and final secondary stat here.
Okay, so you don't want to do that yet.
I don't think so because the mods themselves have 5 tiers also.
Oh, you only have one, is that?
And I only have one,
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
So we don't want to spend a lot of money on these. That's
No,
why
I
I
get
put
it.
it to
I get
6.
It.
So I found an arrow, and the arrows are the only ones that have speed as the primary function.
And that's when you're actually playing the game. The matches themselves it
Yes.
determines the turn. Because I've noticed some of the teams, a certain guy will go 2-3 times in a row.
Right.
And I'm watching
Hey,
it, and then
there
I
we go.
pause it, and then I'm saying to myself, I don't understand what just happened. Why did
Yeah,
this guy go
why
3
did he
straight
go so many
times?
times?
Right.
And characters have different abilities that increase turn meter as well. So another thing too, like if you have a character that he does one of these abilities on the side, it can give bonuses to other characters, right? So
Yeah, notice with this, now this Phoenix, this is Clone Wars? Where does
Phoenix,
Phoenix come from?
you know, I'm
You're
not.
not sure?
I want to
Okay.
say clone. I want to say somewhere around that time frame.
Yeah, I'm a little
I think it was its
unclear
own.
with. I know there's the animated, and we were just watching The Mandalorian.
Yeah, we were
earlier,
just watching that.
yeah.
So yeah, I think it's its own faction.
And it's
It's-
canon too. You said, yeah.
It is canon.
Okay.
Yeah, part of Rebel as well. So they are rebels, and then Grand Admiral Thrawn. He was basically their enemy who they're trying to defeat, basically.
Gotcha. Okay.
So-
So are we jumping into some sort of
Yeah, absolutely.
battle royale here?
Yeah, absolutely. What we're doing here, and I'll kind of explain. I'm just getting all my stuff there. So basically, what I'm doing is if I look at my characters, I bought all the character shard pieces that I could to get them close to 100 as much as I could. I bought Chopper, I bought Kanan, we did some battles, simulated some battles for Ezra. Don't have enough Galactic War currency for him. I'll do that off camera.
I remember he was one of the characters there that you were saying he was not quite up to the other characters, and I remember you were showing about how if I could just get him up to, I don't know if it was gear level or stars, but he was kind of,
Stars,
yeah, it was
yeah.
the stars. Okay, he was. Now this is another thing too. These are people who are willing to lend their characters.
So these are friends of mine,
Okay.
basically. Accounts that I've added. So here's that thick boy. So he's got a 7-star.
Oh, the original KOTOR, Andrew. That's my favorite game.
Yeah,
of
he's
all
got
time,
original. He's got a 7-star Basilisk on. Looks like she's gear level 8, and you can tell by the symbols around it. That's how you can tell. Like this Mace Windu here, he's gear 7, and then this Luke Skywalker's gear 6. So you can kind of tell by
Right. So if you were
looking at it.
used that Bastila there, she would just dominate. Yes.
Yeah, she's gonna dominate, especially early on in these earlier battles.
I
And
notice
what
these guys are
sh-
only 12, so
Yeah,
this
they're-
is almost
It's
kind of
silly.
pointless.
Yeah, we're just kind of going through the motions here. I'm not even going to use any special abilities. I'm just going to go ahead and use my basic
I noticed
attacks.
you use the vernacular grind.
Grind,
Does that
yeah.
just mean basic attacks without using any of these special? Are they like special forces, force powers, or
Yeah, so some of
in
the
the lower
characters
right screen
do-
there? I noticed.
Yeah, so the characters, they all have a basic attack,
Hmm.
and then they have either 1 or 2 or even 3 special abilities that they can use.
I see that in the lower right. Okay.
Yeah, and then if you click on it, it gives you a description of what it does. So if I were to use this, now they have a cooldown, meaning that you can't use them every turn. You have to wait until the turn cycle.
So it's like the force power in the KOTOR games,
Yeah,
in the old
exactly.
school KOTOR games. Yeah, the force power would be that white,
Right, yeah,
and
exactly.
then as soon as the action would stop, it would slowly start to refresh. Yeah.
Right, and that's what these do. So if I click play to strengths here, it says call another target ally to assist. Now that ally, their attack has 15% more potency, which means they can do more negative things.
So you're passing. Are you sharing
I am passing
an
the buck.
ability? You're passing it. Okay.
So I'm going to pass it over to Ezra here because he has a chance to go twice. But it won't be needed because we'll just kill him. But,
right. Yeah.
you know, if we were to go through...
If you were facing someone very difficult, where you because I've watched some of your videos where you really have to plot out
Yes,
how to use
exactly.
your talents there, and you're almost trying to
So here,
guess what the other player's doing. Yeah, the handshake one.
There's
okay.
the handshake currency, yeah. So I got 36 of that, and that just kind of adds up over time. The more battles you do, you just kind of get more and more of that. So, so that was 2D hard side. So now we're gonna do 2E, and we're gonna finish up chapter 2 hard side here. We're gonna use this R2D2 here. He
Wow. Okay, from the original movies. Yeah.
looks pretty solid. So he's got a pretty cool attack where he can burn everybody, and I'll do that right now so you can see.
Yeah, I think you used that one when you were fighting the Empire.
Yep, that's
team
right.
there.
Yeah, when we were doing the Rebel.
I remember I was watching that and I was saying, I don't know if he's going to be able to beat this. And then I thought to myself, how could I doubt my boy Andrew here? Come on.
I know. I lost the first time, or the
You
second
did.
time too, right? I think I lost both. I think I lost twice.
I think you did, yeah. But the second time you did much better. Yeah.
I think I lost twice. So
Mhm.
looks like Lion Nosage applied a Zeta upgrade. What did he do? Stormtrooper Han. Okay, interesting. So Zeta upgrade is did you remember when we were looking at those abilities on the left in the main character screen?
Yes, I do.
That's basically the final piece, I guess you
Okay.
could say, where it really increases that specific ability by quite a bit. Like, it really does a lot of help for the character. So, for example, I will explain real quick, and we'll go to characters. We'll go to Stormtrooper Han as well.
So another thing I've been meaning to ask you. You have all these characters that, not where you are now, but higher up on the screen there, where they are level 10 or 12. Is it that you're going through the Phoenix team first, and then
Yes.
you're going to come back to, I think one of them is the Empire, right? Another one is First Order.
Yeah, we're
I've been
gonna-
learning as I go along here.
Yeah, we're
But there are an awful lot of...
Oh, yeah.
That's from... no, okay, that's from Return of the Jedi, right? We're on the original Star Wars.
Original
Yeah, yeah.
Star Wars, yeah. So he applied
Because
it.
in Solo, the movie, if you remember, young Han Solo there is actually, he thinks he's going to become a pilot
Right.
for the Empire, and then he ends up being ground infantry. Yeah.
So this is the 7th part here. This is his unique ability. So he has a 25% chance to remove 30% of the opponent's turn meter at the start of each of his turns. So he has 1 in 4 chance to take off 30% of that blue bar for everybody, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
right?
that is quite an ability.
In
yeah.
addition, he has 25% chance to remove 10% from each enemy whenever he's damaged.
So if someone attacks him,
He
then...
can also remove it too.
So
He has
that's
1
almost
more
like a
chance.
counter in a way? Or?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
So now what that Zeta ability does, he went from 7 to level 8. So now, in addition, he recovers 5% protection. So whenever
someone trying to
he
kill
takes
him,
damage-
that would be quite a feat.
yes, so now whenever he takes damage, he recovers 5%
Right.
of his protection.
So if you were fighting him in one of the challenges or whatnot,
Mhm.
would you try to get rid of him first because he could help himself? He would keep almost regenerating, right?
Yeah, so if you do, like, let's say for example his protection is 1,000, right? and 5% of 1,000 is what is that, like
5% of 1,000 is
right?
50, right? Yeah.
So if I do 40 damage against him, he'll recover 50 protection.
So it's as if you didn't do any damage.
It's as if I didn't do anything. Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow, that's quite an ability to have.
yeah, exactly. So that's pretty interesting.
Now, who is this one you added here? Is that from the Return of the Jedi? Or?
No, she's from one of the newer movies.
Okay.
I forget which one. It's either Skywalker or The Last Jedi. But basically, she's really a leader of like the Alliance, basically. So her basic attack is that she heals,
Okay.
health and protection 6% for everybody, and then this one here. She actually equalizes everything for everybody. So if someone's like in the red and everyone else is full, she'll equalize that all. And then she will go ahead and give everybody a special thing. So if someone's a tank, then they get critical hit immunity, and attackers will attack, right?
No,
so
that's pretty good.
So that one's pretty good. And then this one here, she actually calls in another unit. Now you can only have 6 on the battlefield at once.
Okay, so if someone gets killed off, then you would use that?
Unfortunately, since it's 6 max once you start.
Oh, okay.
You can't add anything. But for example, if we just had her as our leader and like 4 Phoenix characters, we could
then
use
you
this.
Could someone.
And then it would call in it would call in a trooper basically, and that trooper would be a 6th character. So it's like adding an ally when you don't have an option to add an ally. So it's pretty.
That is quite
pretty helpful.
Yeah. It's the San people frighten easily, Andrew, but they'll be back in greater numbers.
So that's her basic attack. She just healed everybody.
So not many offensive abilities for her.
She doesn't have any.
She doesn't have any. Okay, interesting.
No, it's all support. So if you kill all the other characters and she's standing, she actually escapes battle.
Oh wow.
And you lose.
Yeah. Well, if she can't attack, then
no point.
How
right?
can you?
How can you? Yeah,
win?
exactly.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we finished chapter 2, light side hard battles. We're going to be focusing on chapter 3, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm just grinding out just long enough until I can get Ezra to that 7 stars. And then once I get him to 7 stars, I can start working on our Geonosians.
Oh, okay. That's the next team you're going to work with.
That's the next team, yeah. So it looks like Hera can have a gear piece here.
Nice. That's that plus
sign,
right?
What do you say we
go
put
ahead,
this? That's going to give her all this stuff here on the left.
Okay.
It's going to make her stronger. So now she's up to 7285. So looking really good. We finish up our mods as well. I don't know if you noticed that all of our characters have full health sets now.
Yeah, it's always helpful.
So now once we do mod battles, I'm going to basically, what I'm trying to do is unlock these mod challenges here. And we have to finish 3G. So,
okay, so we got a ways to go, but you'll get there.
We will get there, yep. So probably next episode we'll do maybe 1 or 2 of these and just kind of work our way through here until we finish up 3G, which is this one down here. And then what that's going to do, that's going to unlock mod challenges. I'm getting ahead of myself here. But then you can unlock 3, 4, and 5 dot mods, which is what we're 5 dot mods, or what we're going to be going for. So that is a lot to take in, I'm sure. Huh?
That is. I'm going to be honest with you. About half of it or so I sort of get.
Yeah, don't worry about it. This game is very complicated if you don't play. So we got achievements. So look, we got more Darth Vader shard. He is going to be
it's too bad you have 99 out of 100 for that.
Next episode I'll get that done. I'm not in a rush to do it. So all right, well, it's gonna be for today. Matt, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, Andrew, thanks a lot for. I've been watching these since you've been posting them, and at first it was a little bit tough to follow in that, but I think it's like anything else where you watch it enough and then you start to sort of figure out what people are doing and why they're doing it, and your explanations are good, man.
Thank you.
Really like them.
I try to explain it so that everybody can understand. So thank you guys so much for watching. Give us a thumbs up down below. Comment. Give Matt some comments there. Tell him how he did. So.
Tell me how clueless I am in this.
Tell him how he is. So all right, thank you guys.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.